Popcorn?
Butter.
Nachos?
Cheese. I'm kind of embarrassed. I feel
No, you were supposed to do it right. It's the final episode.
Oh no, we messed up the intro and then we pretend to be mad about it. Oh no.
And the cheese?
the cheese?
What are we doing?
Hey, can someone give me some water?
Yeah, hold on. Here you go.
Oh, I'll get you some water. Hold on, let me have a sip first. Oh, I love being hydrated. Stay hydrated, everybody.
Especially if you're taking Spironactic.
Yes.
See, I'm gonna give you one more chance. You have one more chance to do this right. This is the last episode of the show. You have to do our Scooby-Doo intro right. Okay? Okay, one more chance. Popcorn?
No.
Butter.
No.
Yeah, with the red
Oh,
liquor
cheese.
straw. My show is falling
Red-
apart.
You screwed up the intro that time.
What do you
skipped the
mean?
nachos. You went popcorn and then you went
Okay.
straight to the root beer with red liquor straw.
Donkey Kong's not supposed to be on screen either. This is a great Ignore him. Okay.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Have You Heard About? Today we'll be watching...
No, we're not Mr. DK Dad. No, one more time. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. No interruptions. Everyone, I got this. Popcorn?
Butter.
Nachos?
Cheese.
Root beer with red liquor straw?
Right here. Now, Katie, do you think we should start like telling our guests what our intro is before we do it, like explaining it, or do you think it's just fine to just do all that and like you just kind of? What do you think?
This is interesting.
You
I'm
think
listening.
Okay, you're absorbing, you're taking it all in. I feel like I have to explain what that is. I'm starting. I don't know why. I feel very like self-conscious right now. That is the most embarrassing noise.
Someone in the chat said it's from a Scooby-Doo trailer 5 years ago.
Yeah, it was about like 5-6 years ago, I think now. The trailer for Scoob. Remember the trailer for Scoob? It was in November of 2019. And that's how the trailer starts.
Yeah, let me explain the full lore of this show even existing. For some reason, me and Seep in particular found the line of dialogue Scooby and Shaggy say at the start of a Scoob trailer to be the funniest thing in the world. And we spent one night, and we kept saying it wrong too. It's the big thing. We kept saying what they said wrong. And for like an hour, we just kept pretending to be characters sitting in a theater. Like, it'd be like Ice King and Gunter sitting in a theater. It'd be like, hey, Gunter, you ready to start the movie? And they would just read that for like an hour straight. And then we named a podcast after that because it was Rose's idea.
Wow, that's a real lore.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
So, yeah, we don't tell that to everyone. So you're make sure you feel very special about that. Oh shoot! I dropped my Maggie Simpson box of gummies on my keyboard.
What?
It's okay. I got it. It was actually empty.
Your Nike Simpsons box of gummies?
My Maggie Simpson box of gummies.
Oh.
Oh, where's my 8 key? I dropped it. Oh god.
Talking about?
Oh my god.
What I missed, I was getting water.
Oh my
Hey,
gosh, our
everyone.
show is so crazy. Our show is so wild. It goes off the rails. Anything can happen. I can drop my box of gummies and it makes my 8 key go away.
I'm Ryan Rippity. Who else is here?
I can't do that. How do people do that? Where they like ventriloquist while they drink water? I can't do that.
Well, you need a puppet or a dummy.
You
Okay.
two introduce yourselves?
You're so silly. Is that what you're gonna say?
Say your name, you weirdo.
Okay. I actually need to find that key because I'm gonna like forget that I lost it.
Say your name real quick.
My name is Seep. I'm the beloved explorer. I'm the one on the screen who's upside down, flying around.
And who's our third usual?
Hi, I'm Rosa. Short for... I'm the engineer. You know, building a sentry, erecting a what you call that? What that box that heals your team and then gives them like bullets?
Dispenser?
Dispenser?
No, that can't be it.
What is it? What are you talking
And
about?
then,
No, that's the dispenser. I'm pretty sure.
Spencer's.
about
Yeah,
TF2?
Spencer. You know, like Spencer Shea from Mike Harley.
What?
Hey, who's our guest? You want to
Oh.
introduce yourself, guest?
Oh, right. I'm Katie. I'm the alien thing there. I thought that'd be funny. Actually, I just that sounds like I drew it. I think Ryan and Seep drew this.
Yeah,
Whatever.
I usually draw these on-screen things, and I was supposed to finish yours in the morning today, but my laptop kind of fucked up, and like I lost the drive, like it just disappeared that I store all this stuff on, and it came back later, so it's fine now. But Seep generously offered to finish for me. I had pretty much everything done except like 2 tentacles and the colors. So thank you, Seep, for saving the show.
Oh yeah, you're welcome. It definitely didn't happen where you like bursted into my office with a big cigar and you told me you like slapped a bunch of documents on my desk. And you're like, I need these finished by 11. It's not what happened at all.
But Katie, what do you do?
I'm pretty much a generalist, so sometimes I'm like, well, what even would I call myself? But I guess the shortest version is I'm an artist working in comics and animation, and I do voice acting.
Ooh.
Really?
That's the best
Let's.
I can do.
Oh my gosh. Let's hear your most famous, popular, funny voice.
Oh God. I could go for some Wednesday day. Oh.
Oh my god, it's Wallace.
Can you do Luigi from the Super Short reacting to 1984?
What?
I don't have a reference of that. I'm sorry.
Well, I can do Gromit. You want to hear my Gromit?
No.
Oh my gosh. Do it. Do it.
All right, here I go.
Oh my God.
Oh, guys.
That's so fucking good. Oh, sorry. I was gonna ask if I can swear on this.
Oh yeah, you can swear. It's fine.
Swear
No,
on
you
this?
absolutely cannot swear.
We're like PG-13 to like rated R when the moment someone mentions sex.
Sit.
Oh fuck, we messed up the ratings.
No, don't worry.
We actually have a cinnamon challenge where if no one swears, we're allowed to sell the show off to advertisers and broadcast it on TV. It hasn't happened yet, but that's definitely true.
But yeah,
we're in talks with Viacom.
check out Katie on Twitter and other website, and you could see the animation and colors and drawings. I don't know. That's such a weird way to describe it.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
All right. Are we all
I'm
ready?
gonna put that in my portfolio.
Yeah, you're right. That I do colors and animations and drawings. All right.
Yeah.
Are we all ready to talk about some fun things? Some fun...
No, I don't really feel like it. No, I don't really feel like Diane. I don't really feel like it. Diane.
Why is this some BoJack Horseman joke?
Diane. Diane, I don't really feel like it, Diane. Oh, did you see that Brian died on Family Guy last night? Oh, it
Not that.
really made me choke up.
Are we talking about that? Okay. I think it was a huge tragedy. I miss Brian. Can we get Brian back, please?
Brian!
Brian, I will tattoo Brian Griffin onto Seep.
To me?
Yeah, rest in peace, Brian.
Did I get a
Griffin.
say in this?
No.
Okay,
You brought
tap
it
me
up.
up. Right on my back. My lower back.
I
I
like
was gonna tattoo it on your hat.
I like the prospect being pitched here of that universe where Brian Griffin died on Family Guy and just didn't come back to this day, and we're like still mourning him. It's
Oh,
just
what
a
if
bit-
they waited like a year to bring him back?
you know, maybe they should have. Maybe they should have kept Brian dead a bit longer.
You think so?
Yeah, I don't think Brian was dead long enough. That's just my opinion, though.
Wow. Do you think it didn't really help the narrative?
No, I think Brian needed to be dead for at least a year. They didn't kill him long enough.
Yeah. What are we talking about? What is it?
I don't know. So
What
Brian
actually
Griffin died.
happened in the last 2 weeks?
Well, I don't know what this is, Seep. but you told me to put it on the topics list, so I'm just gonna let you talk about it. Disney has announced their new show called Lolcats. I don't know what this is. Can you please
It's
talk
not
about
called
it?
that.
What is it called?
It's called Intercats.
Oh, Intercats. Can you please talk about Intercats?
So I've got the headline from Variety right here. Disney branded television to adapt animated sitcom Intercats with Ralph Breaks the Internet and Moana writer Pamela Ribbon.
Okay. What's it about?
It's about the cats who produce the hysterical cat videos that go viral on the internet.
Okay.
It features a ragtag team of cats. I'm just reading the article verbatim right now. That's not very interesting. It's gonna be like a workplace comedy sitcom about the cats who make cat videos on the internet. That's pretty funny. That's a funny premise. It's from Disney.
I Go on, you go first, or I guess.
You think there's gonna be like just known meme cats in there? It's like young cat gonna be in there.
Oh my gosh, what if the keyboard cat's gonna be?
They're gonna add in
Oh.
Lolcat.
Not only do I
Are
think
they-
Keyboard Cat will be in it, I think the intro of the show will start with Keyboard Cat.
Yeah, do you think the main character will be like a musician? Yeah. What are some cats? What kind of cats are you excited to see from all across the mythos of lolcats?
Garfield?
Garfield.
Would Garfield be in this? Is he a lolcat?
He's a cat.
He's owned by Nickelodeon now.
That's
I think
true.
That's gonna be hard.
No. He should walk. No, okay, Heathcliff then.
Does Disney own them? Is it Heathcliff?
Heathcliff, no, he could cameo.
Okay.
I
I mean,
Grumpy
I'm
Cat.
sort of expecting. I mean, like cats have been popular on the internet since it was created,
Mhm.
and people just like kitty cats. I'm sort of expecting this show will just have, like, there's a lot of recent popular cats, but I don't think the show will have a lot of those. I think
Okay.
this will be a very. I don't care. I don't care
I think
about
they're
this.
gonna. I think they're gonna make up cats, like not real celebrities, but they're gonna make up cats, and it's like a cat plays a tuba or something, and that didn't happen ever. I think.
Right. I think for some of them you'd have to.
Wait,
'Cause
it did
I-
happen.
What?
Wait, what? Really?
In the episode of Osmosis Jones and Drex, they had a cat for the science fair project play on the tuba.
Why did you remember that? Who's thought about Ozzy and Drix in the menu? How did you remember the Ozzy and Drix science fair episode with the tuba cat?
I think they're gonna have like clearly inspired cats, but
Okay.
like I think some of those cats are like Grumpy Cat is like you can't just use that. That's like a copyrighted brand.
No, they're
Yeah.
gonna have to make some cats up because there's not enough meme cats to fill out like an extended cast, right?
Well, you don't think how many like characters are there in the office? There's like 7, right?
There's like 38,000 characters in the office.
There's like
I'm pretty
7
sure.
like people care about though. There's like 7.
There's more characters in the Sonic Archie comics.
Okay, you can have Cheeseburger Cat, Keyboard Cat, the cat that runs and jumps into like the bag. You can have, don't shut up. There's more cats. It's just hard to think of stuff when someone in the chat help me please. There's more. Long Cat, yes, Long Cat, Neon Cat. We're already at 5. So this is a star-studded.
Oh, but what about like extended casts, like one-off characters and stuff? It's gotta be some of those, right? Like every show's got like one-off characters that come up for like an episode or two.
Ceiling Cat.
Ceiling Cat's a good like one-off. Like, just pop in from the ceiling and deliver a one-liner. See, look at all these cats people are giving.
You are making up some of these
You're
cats.
doubting the
There's,
show. We could.
there's no such thing as monorail
What?
cat or dog cat or the cooking
Yes,
cat.
you haven't seen Monorail Cat? Someone. Okay, I'm getting a picture. I'm gonna make you put Monorail Cat on the screen.
I really like this thing someone in chat said earlier, which is this show is Monsters at Work Echo Fighter.
Yeah, that's what I thought of.
Tiny
Honestly.
Kitten Frog Hood.
That one's good. I know that one. That one will be in the show, and they'll be like the Robin the Muppet of the show. Like they'll come in to see like their Uncle Frog and their Uncle Frog, Uncle Cat. They're like, ah, geez, Uncle Keyboard Cat, what's going on at the office today?
You know, people say that you couldn't make The Office today. Like The Office would never come out today. And I think that's because they would all have to be kitty cats, because that's what we're clearly ready for. Here's Monorail Cat. Put that on.
Do you think that's true? Do you think people would only watch The Office today if there was awesome kitty cats and not Michael Scott?
Yeah, because we already got like Steve Carell and others. So bring in the fur. It's time to kick some tail. A new breed of office sitcom is coming to Disney Plus.
I just wanted to say, and like, I mean no offense to this, you know, I don't want to judge someone based off one of their works, like in the world of like art. But I'll say the second I heard from like the director or like writer of Ralph Breaks the Internet, I'm like, oh boy.
I got one more cat to suggest.
Okay.
Called Ozumi Yukari.
I can't put a precure in this. That's illegal.
Cowards.
Do you think if this is like an internet like kind of based show, do you think it'll be about the same quality as Ralph Breaks the Internet? It's like kind of internet humor, which was not very good.
That movie had Miranda Sings in it. Okay, so don't be so downtrodden. Miranda Sings with the big lipstick.
I don't know any YouTubers besides Defunctland and Arlo.
You don't know Dan TDM from England?
No.
Hello, it's me, your personal e-boy.
What?
I don't even know what to say with this. We've talked about this show for way too long when there's nothing about it besides the name.
Oh. Okay, well let's move on. Conductor. Little Miss Conductor.
There's like one
Your
thing that's
little
gonna
hat.
there's like one thing that's gonna take up most of the show, so let's talk about the other small thing first. The Sonic DLC. Any Sonic fans excited to play as Knuckles, Tails, and Amy again?
Yay.
Yeah. I sure am. And I'm the biggest Sonic fan I know. It's me,
Can you just
I don't know what that is.
Can you please talk about normal
Yeah,
human being?
I mean, like a small Victorian child.
Yeah, they announced.
Was it?
Yeah, the
Sorry?
hedgehog.
Yeah.
They announced free like DLC updates for the latest Sonic game that came out. Which caught me completely off guard because they didn't really indicate they were doing that like before it came out.
Mhm.
A lot of the DLC was just like, you know, little extra costumes and stuff, but this is they're adding like a bunch of cool new stuff to the game over the course of like the next year, which will culminate with, I guess, you get to play as other characters, which hasn't happened in a Sonic game in like 17 years.
Unless you consider the modding scene.
That doesn't count.
Well,
That's
yeah,
not the
but
show.
yeah.
So I
So,
see,
yeah,
see,
that's
you're the
cool.
big Sonic fan. How do you feel about this? This is the big news for you, I imagine.
And me too. I like Sonic.
You're right, but Seep's the one who's the French Sonic YouTuber.
And Katie loves Sonic.
Me?
Yeah.
I think you're imposing on our guest.
I'm making you feel involved. You're in this conversation.
Sonic is looks interesting.
He's got a cool.
I'm more interested in some of the cartoons than the games, actually.
And, oh, wouldn't you know that, you know, we do have a little bit to talk about that on that front. So stay tuned. Yeah. I don't know, it's neat.
Some
I mean,
of
I
love-
what? No, listen. No, I mean, I'll listen to you. You say it.
Someone said, "I love how Katie so far has just been a culture shocked foreign."
Yeah. Oh, don't worry. I think that happens to a lot of our special guests. Yeah. I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. I guess. Um. What do you want me to say? I'm glad that Amy's going to be playable again in particular, just because I feel like I'm interested to see how they'll handle her, because sometimes when they make her playable, they don't do it good. I don't know if she's really been playable. I guess in Sonic Heroes she was fine, but I'm just interested to see like to what extent they'll have these characters be distinct from one another, because that kind of has been a thing with Sonic games. I think 06 in particular, the problem was that a lot of them just had these different gameplay styles, and none of them were really that refined, and a lot of the characters moved really slow, didn't complement the Sonic style, I guess. So I'm interested to see, like, if they've learned from their past and they're ready to get back on track with something that people will like. See, I think Frontiers overall did a pretty good job at being like good, I guess.
That's way to put it.
Yeah.
Rosa, what about you? You like Sonic too.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna experience Sonic Frontiers soon because I just got the copy today. But I'm very excited to see how they play and interested in what they can do,
Oh.
especially with like the all open world. I feel like
Yes.
catering to like characters' mobility and then their combat, which it will be interesting to see. And I
Yeah.
I know it's kind of a thing. People don't know if they're going to be actually playable in the open world or just cyberspace. How would you feel if it was just cyberspace?
well,
Um.
if it's like they make
That
a
would be
small
weird.
linear experience for these characters, but like very well done, then that'll be pretty fine.
I feel like I'm gonna guess that because it also says there's like a new story or something. I think it's gonna be something like sometimes the last stories in Sonic games have like an extra level that you go through.
Okay.
I think they're gonna have their own like designated stages, sort of like in the open world. Maybe it'll be like the same map but with like different objectives. And it'll be like a specific mode that they're sort of sanctioned in. But I think outside of that, maybe you won't be able to play them just anywhere. That's my guess.
Okay. All right. Okay. I didn't beat this game.
Yeah.
You
didn't?
No.
Screw
don't-
this game.
No, I don't even remember what happened. What came out that I got distracted by? I think
Mario plus Rabbids.
That's right.
Sparks of Hope.
Super Mario came out, and I like him, my friend.
I think he's cooler than Sonic.
They're pretty equally cool. I like Mario could jump really high, and Sonic.
Don't lie.
No,
you
no.
think Mario's way cooler and that he
Totally won the console wars in the 90s.
Well, neither of them are as cool as Rayman, who is way cooler than both of them
Okay.
because he's got no limbs.
And he's French.
Yeah.
But, yeah, he is French.
And neither of them are as cool as Ty the Tasmanian Tiger from GameCube,
Yes.
who's not as
He's
cool
more
as Dex Blinks the Time Sweeper on Xbox.
Yes.
You know, speaking of Mario, anyone want to talk about Super Mario's movie?
Super Mario film. No. Yes. I mean, yes.
Okay.
Wait, can we get a vote? I
No.
say we should talk about the Mario movie. What does everyone else say?
The call?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to talk about the Mario movie. What about you, guess which you do?
I would talk about the Super Mario movie, sure.
Okay,
Okay.
see, well, there you go.
Why
We
not?
we all want to talk about the Mario movie.
Well, not
Let's
all of
talk.
us. Rosa,
Yeah.
do you want to talk about it?
I don't feel like it.
Oh, it's not unanimous. It's not unanimous. It's not unanimous. Oh, move on. We gotta move on.
I want to talk about
Sorry.
Okay, Ryan, you want to talk about this movie so much because you are the biggest Mario fan that I know.
that might be true. Out of
I
probably,
think it is.
I guess out of the people you know, I wouldn't say in
Yeah.
the world. I guess I should. I gotta do like a.
Katie,
Google-
do you know how many Luigis that Ryan has?
10?
10?
I think it's a few more than 10. I got a lot of
Oh.
Luigi plushes and figures. I like that guy.
Yeah.
I feel like I need to explain 30. It might be 30. I think I need to explain
That's a-
something. Oh, go on. No, go
That's a
on.
lot of.
That's a lot of Luigi's. Yeah. I might need to explain something about like me and myself real quick. So I think it gives a bit context of how maybe this movie is making me feel, which is I realize that a lot of what I'm about to say is maybe silly to say about a Super Mario Illumination movie, but to explain myself, I was an autistic child. Now I'm an autistic adult. And when I was that age, kind of younger, Super Mario was like my favorite thing in like the whole world. Like more than like the average kid I knew would like Mario. Like I would go on like Mario Wiki, which was my favorite website in the whole world as a kid, and I would look up all the obscure Shy Guy like characters that exist, and I used to like draw them in elementary school, and like walk around and tell my friends about like, oh, this is like the Skies guy from Paper Mario. that's what I did. I would print out them
Uh-huh.
and like play with like little paper cutouts I printed out of them. I was really into like every aspect of Super Mario the series. It's kind of been something that's been throughout my whole life. I've calmed down a bit, like, you know, I don't play every Mario game that comes out anymore. I didn't buy the soccer one that came out recently because I thought it looked not amazing. But Mario is a thing that is very important to me and was, I would say, fundamental in who I was growing up. And I guess an interesting thing about the series to me is that Mario games tend to be very like boxed in, right? They don't like fully reference like a lot of the other games with like a ton. Like they kind of, and that's both to its advantage and disadvantage sometimes. I think it breeds creativity in that franchise. Like I don't think Mario Odyssey would exist the way it did if the franchise wasn't like that. I think it's very into moving on with new ideas, but sometimes, you know, there's an inkling to me that's like I'd like to see all the stuff I care about in this franchise kind of contextualized and like put in a cool spot. You know, like Kirby does that, like Crash Bandicoot, the guy, he does that. You know, it's a popular thing with like video game franchises, kind of make it like a thing where they can store all the legacy characters and stuff, like something.
Yes,
of
course.
And Mario's never really done that, so to get that long spiel out of the way about this baby movie, I don't know. It's been weird because this is the first Mario thing I've seen that really does that. Like, it's got like all these like things from across like a bunch of the series, like not just like one main thing. Like, you know, for the Donkey Kong stuff, there's like Donkey Kong and Cranky Kong, and like if you look at the background, you can see like Dixie and Diddy and Swanky Kong, who's been in like and Funky and Kitty Kong and Swanky Kong's like a character who's been like in 2 games ever, which is just crazy to me. And like Foreman Spike's gonna be in this movie. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. I've never seen these characters and worlds kind of contextualized in the way this movie seems to be doing it.
Yeah.
So for maybe all the problems I can tell there's gonna be, like I don't think the trailers would maybe laugh that much ever. And Chris Pratt Mario is still not amazing. No matter how many times I've been shown him, he's not winning me over that much. But I don't know. I'm gonna be the audience and clap when like obscure enemy 3 appears on screen. I go on, Katie.
I said this earlier. Mario in this movie sounds like they just got some guy from the street and was like, "Hey, you wanna voice the Mario?" And he was like, "Yeah, sure."
Yeah, Chris
Mario.
Chris Pratt's the one thing that they like haven't won me over on at all. Like he's gonna be tolerable. Like it's not gonna be like Scoob, right? The guy playing Shaggy was really annoying. It's gonna be tolerable, but I don't know. I think they could do better than like just fine, considering I think everyone else so far has been casted pretty well. Like Charlie Day can just do his regular voice because he's allowed to do that. That's my take.
Mhm.
And then Jack Black is obviously like he was born to play Super Bowser, and then Keegan Michael Key's doing a really good Toad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
Seth Rogen performance of DK was stellar.
Haven't heard him speak at all.
We heard some ADR grunts from him. It
Yeah.
was pretty cool.
I said this best about Chris Pratt's voice acting, but it sounded like he knows he has to go to the Kids' Choice Awards.
Y'all are being pretty downtrodden. I kind of have sort of a. I mean, I don't love it. I guess I have sort of a perspective on it where
Mhm.
I can tell they're kind of doing a very specific thing with this movie. Like Mario here is supposed to be sort of like an audience surrogate, like
Mhm.
regular guy from the city who gets sucked into this fantasy world, and it's all crazy, and he's like reacting to everything. So I think it'll probably be like all right. Like it'll probably be fine. I was just sort of thinking like I'm not sure how one would necessarily cast for Mario. Because like you think about Luigi, and he has a very distinct personality, so it's pretty easy to, I guess, imagine the sort of things Luigi would say
I'll be honest.
and the way he would say it.
Before the announcement, like casting announcement was announced, I'm like, I wonder if Charlie Day would do Luigi. He was actually the one I was thinking about.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I always thought he would be like a fine like
Yeah.
celebrity to do Luigi, my dear friend.
He's got a good like match for like Luigi. Like generally, like he's usually like more cowardly. He's a little frantic. He's like the little brother guy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'll listen out. Like, I'll see what I think. I'll still like. I'm still curious to see like if it comes together at all. It's not really. Yeah, it's not selling me really, but you know, I don't know. Maybe they're doing something. Maybe it'll be something like in the movie, like you just kind of forget about it. You know.
I guess that's the problem, right? It's like I've seen like a lot of defenses for like Chris Pratt's Mario, but the problem is I think a lot of it just comes down to like he's passable, he's fine, which I don't know. It's weird because like my mind goes like, could you have just gotten like maybe like an actual like kind of industry voice actor to do Mario, maybe like do the kind of the same like casual guy, kind of nice casual guy type of voice. Like did Chris Pratt have to do it? Like,
well, I mean, that's the problem is that they wouldn't do that for
Right.
like the main character. Which is kind of the issue. But yeah.
So yeah, there's been like two kind of trailers for this movie in the past 2 weeks. There was kind of the main trailer that was like they did a direct for, and then they showed another one, like a clip of the VGAs. One thing I want to say is I'm glad this movie kind of did what I wanted it to, like kind of visually. Like it's not some Spider-Verse level stylized movie, and I'll be frank, I was never expecting it to be one of those. But I did what I kind of wanted to do. I didn't want them to like. How do I word this? I don't like hate Illumination's art style, but like, I don't think I wanted the Mario characters to look like the Minions characters, like the Despicable Me ones. I kind of like what they did is they kept the basic silhouette of everyone. Like everyone's silhouette is pretty intact. But they made the changes necessary for like animation purposes. You can see like in Bowser especially because he is famously a character I think studios struggle to animate because he's just like such a hellish rig to like deal with like his face and everything about him. So I gotta hand it to the team. I think they really did a good job on Bowsy in particular.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, but I like. What do you think about Donkey Kong? Do you like how he looks? Do you like him? Do you like him?
Yeah, I mean, Donkey Kong's my best friend in the whole world. I know him in real life. No, I like that they kind of went with the more arcade Donkey Kong. I think that's really interesting for them to do. I'm not surprised because I get the sense Miyamoto likes his Donkey Kong design more than Rare's, if I'm being honest. I've always kind of got that vibe from him. But it's interesting because they're using that arcade design. But like the Donkey Kong in this is like very clearly country Donkey Kong, right? Because when Donkey Kong was like
Yes.
first announced to be in this movie, I think we all kind of thought like, oh, he's gonna be like in the like the city portion of the movie, like he'll be in like the city Mario and Luigi are at the start of the movie.
And he'll
Uh,
throw barrels.
Yeah, it's interesting though because he seems to just be on Donkey Kong Country Island already. He's like kind of like in more of the jungle, and I like that. I like they're kind of doing a best of both worlds, I suppose. Like you gotta
Mhm.
got that legacy to him, but he's still in the jungle.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's doing. That kind of speaks to like the structure of the movie. They're taking the sort of like how like in the Mario games you like go to different like worlds, different themed worlds, and they're sort of using that as a way to show like different parts of the Mario universe, I guess, like in an interconnected way, which is neat because that doesn't happen a lot in Mario, like where um, there is that feeling of uh, interconnectedness. Like a lot of it's usually very standalone. Um, so yeah, I think it's cool. Like you can see, like there's the Donkey Kong Island. There's a shot that you can see Yoshi's Island. Um,
Yoshi's
it's
running in the
fun.
background.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
Your Yoshi movie prediction. How you feeling about it still? How you feeling?
I don't know. You know, we'll get a taste of the Yoshi here. I think there still could be a chance where they just go all. Because I had like a month ago we talked. I had the prediction that the sequel to the Mario movie would be them going to the dinosaur world. So we can have a bunch of dinosaur toys in the stores, and Yoshi would be on all the posters. Um,
I like
and
this chat comment. Jordan Peele Yoshi to go with Keys Toad.
But yeah, in this trailer we see like a little bit of Yoshi's Island. So like I you know I don't know, they could easily just have a whole movie there too. I mean they've talked about doing like a Donkey Kong spin-off.
See, I disagree because I think now, this is my take. I think the sequel's gonna be a Mario and Bowser team up to take up on a bigger threat movie. It's gonna be like Angry Birds 2.
Okay. All right.
I think what's gonna happen is they're gonna make Jack Black Bowser too likable in this, and then everyone's gonna want to watch a movie with him because he's going to be the best character. So they're gonna make a sequel like I don't know, a bigger threat appears. Like I don't know, maybe that'll be the Wart movie. He'll be
The
real.
Wart. Oh yeah, they're gonna save Wart for the second movie.
Hell yeah!
And everyone's gonna cheer when Wart from Mario 2
Well,
shows up on the
what
screen
other
and
like
bursts.
notable Mario villain could there be? That's just kind of like the big notable Mario villain.
Tinga.
The tank. Okay, it's Tinga. They're like those are like the same level of obscurity.
Yeah, but like that's how you get Daisy in.
Bowser Jr.
No, because Bowser Jr. will be on Bowser's team.
No, Bowser Jr. has gone like crazy with power.
Okay,
Bowser Jr.'s Fury.
maybe that could work.
The ghost from the Luigi's Mansion, maybe? He's
Oh.
reasonable.
Oh yeah,
That could work.
We talked about we would love like a movie with King Boo.
What did I say? Should voice
I think
King?
he's a great-
I had a very like. Oh,
Oh.
I said Keith David should do King Boo if they ever bring King Boo to these movies.
Mhm.
Because I've always been of the belief what's funny about King Boo compared to Bowser is Mario and Bowser are like enemies, but like they're kind of like friends too, right? Like they're kind of buddy at the end of the day. But like King Boo just wants Luigi dead. He hates him. He just
that twink obliterated.
he wants that twink obliterated. Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah.
What do you all think of the music in this movie. That was a big thing with the clip they posted recently. Is it kind of critiqued part of a lot of video game movies, but mostly Sonic. Is that they don't really have music that sounds like the games or is from the games, but like the trailers you keep using that piano thing. It's like dun dun dun.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
the soft piano rendition of the main theme in the movie trailer, and it's really dramatic, and then the orchestra swells up.
but that's not gonna be in the movie. That's just for the trailers. The clip they posted recently has both music from Mario and like Mario sounding music. And I gotta say, it's weird. I was already like into this movie, but I think when I heard music that sounded like Mario, I'm like, it's like a silly, joyous thing. Like it's Mario music. I know him.
Yeah, it was neat. I think they're really putting a lot of thought into the music, which I think is good because it's both it's an important part of like the Mario games, but also I think just animated movies. I think having good music can add a lot because it's kind of I don't know it goes with animation well. I think.
Right.
So it's great to hear that.
No, I mean, yeah, music is a very respected part of the animation process because even more than I think a lot of like live action movies and the sorts. I think a lot of time the music playing in a cartoon or animated movie can really I mean, like Looney Tunes is always the easiest example to use. Like the music that kind of went along with like those shorts like really adds like kind of stuff that was really going on. Even something like SpongeBob, like that's like you hear the Krusty Krab and it's about to get silly.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
The only thought I had about the music, I do like it that it like grabs themes from the actual game's soundtrack, but I was a bit confused. I don't know that much about Mario, but isn't like the theme we heard in the like whole thing where he like goes through the this world? Isn't that theme more associated with Mario and his brother himself? Why is that the theme for the world?
Like the Mario like the dun 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 that thing.
Think?
Like dun 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 that.
I think maybe the intent is the scene seems to be when like Mario is first arriving in that world. So like maybe before then there won't be a lot of musical callbacks. But like then when he's like entering this world for real now, the kind of musical intent is like, okay, now he's really like doing like his Mario thing, I suppose. So like that's kind of a signifier of like we're in the zone.
I think a lot of Mario music is often more associated with like level themes than it is characters.
Okay.
There are some exceptions.
Like
a lot of the time,
Luigi's Mansion's theme is usually heavily associated with like Luigi the character, or like Jungle Japes is like very much Donkey Kong's theme, and Bowser's have like 8 themes.
Yeah. Something like the underground music is just like specifically like for that sort of setting. Yeah. So yeah, maybe the music will have like its own specific uses for certain themes. I don't know. It's interesting, but I think it's a good sign. See from the clip that they're using it at all. So I'm interested to see, how they incorporate other recognizable tunes.
Yeah, it's interesting because I know,
yeah, because I think it. Go.
I was gonna say like there was that whole thing like the people working on the Sonic movies said that weird thing about like why they couldn't use like game music in like the movie, and it was kind of a weird reason. And it's kind of I feel like now people are gonna watch like this trailer, like this movie, like why not?
Yeah. I mean, I know Sonic sometimes has like more weird copyright things associated with music too.
Yeah.
But they'd probably figure that out if they really wanted to use it.
Into the movies.
Yeah.
I
What else is there
Gone,
about
Katie?
this movie?
I think the biggest. Oh,
Sorry,
think
that
there's a
was
monkey.
squeezing.
Go on.
The biggest thing that's been annoying me about the trailers, like the animation, looks good. Like there's some details I don't like in the character design that are like very elimination-y, where it's like they have 10,000 teeth. But like you
Yeah.
can look over that. Chris Pratt, whatever. The thing that annoyed me the most, besides Chris Pratt's voice, is some of the writing, because like there's a particular line in the trailer that really annoyed me, because like it was like, oh, we're gonna have to fight Bowser. How are we gonna do this? We're adorable. And it's like, can you not fight when you're adorable? Is that a joke? Like it seems like a temp, like please replace like first take line, like first draft line that's just not gonna make the cut. I don't know.
Yeah, I do generally agree with that. I haven't been amazed by. It's very serviceable jokes and writing, is what it
Yeah.
feels like.
Mhm.
Because I said this so much. Like I'm expecting like a 6 or 7 out of 10 movie here. That's gonna be boosted by the fact that I like grew up on this series. Will clap when like obscure enemy 3 appears on screen. I'm not even denying that.
I can't wait to see Spike.
Spike,
Mhm.
the ball throwing enemy, correct?
Can't wait to help.
I-
Can't wait
I
for him to throw his
I
balls.
do
in
think it
lava.
helps that. I do think it helps that the movie doesn't seem to be like a comedy movie. It's more of a like fantasy adventure that's lighthearted with a little bit of like twinges of humor to like keep it upbeat.
That's kind of what I'm
I
hoping
think
it goes
I
for
think it
too.
helps. Yeah, like I think none of the jokes are like distractingly like groan worthy for me. Um, so yeah, I mean we'll see, but yeah, it just seems to be more focused. I like that they're putting a lot of the attention to like how the world looks and operates,
Mm.
because I think that's a huge point of appeal from what I've seen. Like the one clip where like he's walking through the kingdom and it's like bustling and you know there's all the pipes and stuff. That stuff's pretty neat. I think that's what's gonna make it for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm very excited for all the references to the Western Mario cartoon Super Show that they seem to be doing for this movie. One of the posters that got leaked like has like the lyrics from the theme song from that cartoon on it. They use like the very specific remixed version of like the intro to that theme song in one of the trailers. It's really funny to me that they're pulling from the Deke Mario cartoon for this movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's a nice. I think it's a good like framework for like a movie. Honestly, um, it's a good because you want a little bit of like fish out of waterism for your
Mm.
like fantasy movie. You know, just to keep the audience on the same page as the characters. So yeah, there's a lot of Mario media that has that sort of basic like structure of like you know Mario and Luigi get sucked into like another world and they're suddenly in like this mushroom world and they're out of their element a little.
It's I think it's like if you're writing like a Mario thing that like takes place in not the game's like world, like it's like a new kind of version. Like you're telling the story of the characters, like that isn't like the literal version that appears in the games. Like that's an easy way to do it, right? Because like Mario and Luigi's like design wise are like plumber guys, so it's easier. It's easy, like it's an easy way to kind of make the world explorable, like explainable to the audience. So like, oh, Mario and Luigi are guys not from this world, but like you'll get to see the world through their eyes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
you ever feel like you have a million bajillion things to say? Like so they're like, huh, do I?
Oh, you're just excited. You're just excited. You could go off about all sorts of things. You could talk about how you like how the flowers look in the movie.
I do. They look nice.
You could talk about
The rainbow for the LGBTQ.
yes. I don't know, like Peach's lips.
Oh
You
my
like
God.
women.
What? I mean, I do.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? Her lip game in this one's kind of weak compared to the actual games.
Whoa.
I'm just gonna say it.
Someone had to.
She's still got some.
She's got
She's-
cute.
she's got
She's
some.
got cute lips, but like Nintendo's like render team, they're like masters of peach lip rendering technology.
I was
They
wondering,
should-
I saw a post on this and I was wondering, like, they nerfed her lips and, like, I agree, but I wonder if that's just another animation thing.
Oh,
Where
it-
it's like,
yeah.
oh, you can animate the mouth way better if their lips are thinner.
No, yeah, that's I'm almost certain. That's
Yeah.
what happened.
Just in the game, she just kind of like opens and closes her smile, pretty much.
Yeah, that has to happen a lot. I imagine. I imagine because that's like a lot of where like the design differences come in for this movie. It tends to be like stuff that feels like it was changed for animation purposes.
Yeah.
Like Mario's.
They
I think
nerfed Mario's
limbs.
ass.
They did nerf Mario's ass. That is an unforgivable crime.
They had to do it
Oh
for the
my God.
animation.
They had to do it for the animation.
No,
That's true.
No. I think they could have
They
made
had
more.
to do it.
They could have made
This is for
Mario's
evil.
beautiful butt could have worked. In
They
the
never
movie.
show. They never show Green Yoshi. Do you think that we're gonna have a scene where they meet Green Yoshi?
Will he be put by Jordan Peele like we predicted?
Yeah.
Can you
he's like the
imagine-
main one.
Can you imagine if Jordan Peele was just in this movie and they didn't advertise it at all? You just watch the movie and his voice comes out of Yoshi.
Oh my gosh. I don't know, Yoshi's a very like one of those recognizable popular ones. I feel like maybe they could be saving I I know I'm sticking to the Dinosaur Land thing. Maybe they could be saving like the Yoshi Mario team up. Like the green Yoshi, the one that everyone knows.
Okay.
And like the Yoshi's Island scene in this might just be like they go into the jungle for like 5 minutes. It probably won't be that much.
Oh,
of a
I
movie.
don't. Yeah, I don't think
honestly.
the Yoshi's Island will be in this movie for very long. The sense I got from the clip is like it'll be part of like a montage where Bowser's like taking over places, probably.
Are we gonna see Yoshi's
Yeah.
girlfriend? Yoshi's trans girlfriend?
Birdo?
Bird-
Birdo.
Yeah.
They're bold.
Yeah.
I think-
I don't know. Maybe in like I feel like maybe in like a poster somewhere I could see Birdo showing up.
Like
It's
a
like
back.
a blink and you'll miss it background thing.
Okay. And in the sequel, when they go to
Yeah.
Dinosaur Land, she'll be there too.
She probably won't be in the movie
Yeah.
because, like, otherwise they probably would have had like an article that shows like first trans character in Mario movie, and then she's like in one scene.
Universal's
One
first
second.
yeah. I mean, the thing with Birdo, she is kind of one of those characters that kind of like where would you put her? Like she doesn't really exist anywhere. It's like Waluigi. Like they don't really
Mhm.
they're just kind of there to be like the player 2 of another character most of the time. You know?
I do want
So,
to
like-
know what like Waluigi could be in this isekai kind of thing. Could they also be from the overworld? Like, are they like rivals of them?
That'd be
in,
funny.
like,
Right.
Brooklyn, or where they come from? Like,
I-
and it's
I
like,
think that
oh,
would be
you.
perfect.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, I
I
think that'd be perfect. Like they're like a rival business that try to take up like all of their gigs.
I
Yeah.
think Wario and Waluigi are also sequel characters that they're gonna be in these. Like I can see the poster now of like Mario and Luigi staring down Wario and Waluigi, and like the tagline is like, "Oh brother." So, like,
It's good.
Well, see there you go. That's who Bowser's gonna like team up with Mario against. There, that's your
Okay.
answer. It'll be Wario, and he steals Mario's house,
if Wario's in these
just
movies,
like Mario Land.
if Wario's in these movies, they just gotta let Charles play him. Like Wario is so goofy, like it doesn't matter about like bringing him down to like humanity. Just let Charles do the thing where he goes in the booth as Wario and scream for like an hour and make like noises over and over again.
Yeah,
there's
I
other
agree.
YouTube voices for him to do too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Then Steve Buscemi will be Waluigi.
Oh, yeah. I have my prediction for like a Yoshi voice.
Okay.
Okay.
If it's not, if it's not Jordan, no,
Jordan
Jordan
Peele?
Peele,
Mhm.
it's gonna
Yeah.
be Yoshi coming in holding like have us like the coconut drink and like who legs I gotta gulp to get a martini around here in like Seth MacFarlane's voice.
You think Seth MacFarlane's gonna do Yoshi with his Brian Griffin voice?
Is that the joke you're
Imagine.
doing?
Because they now prove that Yoshi is a dog.
You'll go like tail ahoy.
Whoa, who's this plumber guy?
Oh,
I can't do Brian Griffin.
What? Yeah. Yoshi's dead.
Yoshi, look out!
That's right, chat. I'm afraid our dog Yoshi is dead.
I think something I liked about the trailer we saw, not trailer, like clip. That's more what it was. It was a clip. I like seeing the ways that they kind of contextualize Mario like elements into like the world like naturally, like, oh, like, you know, of course, like pipes would be like a transportation thing, like in a more refined Mario location place, like right, like that just makes sense for them to do. But that's like things like
Uh-huh.
the ATMs are like coin blocks. I think that's a really cute visual gag.
Yeah, it's cool.
I like it.
I like the ways they're like considering Mario elements in a world building sense. Yeah, I mean it's just neat. It's just neat stuff. Yeah, I think overall, this seems a lot like if you would do a Mario movie, this seems like a pretty like encompassing way of doing it.
Mhm.
Like just very, I don't know, it's very focused on like the design of the worlds. It sort of has a place for a bunch of recognizable characters. It can appeal to fans old and new and all that stuff.
Yeah, I think that's the big thing. I just wasn't
yeah.
expecting them to like define the world so much. I guess like that's what I keep being so surprised about.
Yeah, it's definitely, it's not like they just, you can tell that they didn't just like sort of give the rights of Mario to a studio and sort of saw what they could do. Like it feels very like collaborative and you can tell like Nintendo was very like, they're probably pretty hands-on with the sort of stuff
Mhm.
that they would want to have in this movie after being scarred.
Oh, hold on, no. The original
30 years
Mario,
ago.
no, the original Mario movie's a
What?
masterpiece. I won't take any other phrases. No, it's a perfect movie. John
Well,
Leg-
I'm not talking about like
Leguizamo,
my opinion.
Bob
I'm just saying.
Hoskins, the Mario Hello?
I know. I'm just saying
The
that
Goombas are
Nintendo, they were
dancing?
not. That they've
Monkey?
been very outspokenly, publicly not happy with how that turned out.
No, remember when he went, Monkey?
That was a good
So
one.
I think the monkey. I do remember that. I remember the scene when Bowser turned into a big T-Rex in a bucket, a metal bucket, just like the video game.
That's Metal Bowser.
I think the best part of that
Metal
movie is, like,
Bowser.
Oh, go on.
the best part of that movie is like the intro narration, I think.
What did you say again? It's really good.
1,000,000 years ago, there were some dinosaurs or something like that. But then something happened.
You ever
Yeah.
wonder what happened? Dinosaurs? Something like that. It's really good. I love that movie. I love, I don't know how to reword this. I love like when a series or a brand exists so long and like it really like gets like a lot of like brand rules, like defines itself as it goes on. But then there's like just a bunch of weird stuff like early in its life. And I think that's what's great about the Mario movie. It's such a weird anomaly before like Mario was like really defined. That makes it funny.
Yeah. That
Hoskins
feels like a
was
movie
a
that
good
was
Mario.
made before anyone even could. Yeah. We talked last week about like the interviews he did about it. But yeah, it feels like the people behind that movie probably had no idea how long like Mario was going to exist as a recognizable thing.
Yeah.
It very much feels like that.
I want to ask one more thing, not fully related to the Mario movie, but semi-related. How many live action Scrimblow Blimbo video game movies were like greenlit after the first Sonic movie did well, you think? And how much do you think they're regretting it now that like Mario movie is like getting like good publicity? Because I know there's a Pac-Man live action movie coming. And I just
Now-
Live action?
yeah, it's live action Pac-Man movie coming.
Oh my god.
Do we know like anything about that?
We just know it
Yeah.
exists, I think.
Okay, because I know there was like a Tetris movie that was also announced, but that turned out to be more about like the video game in like a meta sense, like the creation of it.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, I don't, I can't even begin to imagine what a Pac-Man movie like full stop would be like.
Well, that's the
Like,
thing,
even
right?
if it was a cartoon.
Well, if a Pac-Man movie's a cartoon, I think you could justify it a bit more. I'm trying to picture like, what do you? Is Pac-Man an alien? He goes to the real world and gets in a car and sits with like a
No,
celebrity.
I think it's gonna be like that old Sonic movie script from the '90s, where like this guy, it's okay. It's gonna revel in like, here's what it's gonna be. It's gonna revel in like '80s nostalgia.
Okay,
It's gonna be
a very very unique new thing to do.
right.
Yeah.
I think either you have a kid in the '80s playing Pac-Man, and Pac-Man jumps out of the screen and he's your friend. No, I don't think they're gonna do that. I think they're gonna have like a 40-year-old. They're gonna have like a 45-year-old who played the original Pac-Man arcade game when he was a kid. And he's like, "Oh, Pac-Man, wasn't he awesome?" And then one day, Pac-Man like jumps out of the screen and he materializes into the human world, and he's got to like deal with like having this hungry little yellow circle. He's eating all the food in the kitchen. I think it's gonna be like that.
Okay.
That sounds like it would suck.
It does, doesn't it? I mean,
I think he's gonna.
Go on, Katie.
I think he's gonna have a cop as a friend. Because
Okay.
for some reason that's a big rule.
yeah, okay. He's gonna meet a cop, a small town police officer. We're gonna age for this film. We thought about we're gonna age Pac-Man down a little. He's a Pac boy. He's more of a Pac boy, and it's really a story about fatherhood. Yeah.
Now Pac-Man becomes Pac-Dad.
Wait,
Yeah.
no. He's gonna just be called like Pac throughout the movie, and then like he like has this big moment, and like his live action cop dad character goes, "You're no longer a Pac boy. You're a Pac man."
Wow. That's some pretty great lore. I wonder, man, they should actually do that in a Pac-Man piece of media sometime. I think that's a really good idea. Because we don't know why he's called Pac-Man. We should find out why.
I love the notion here, just like answering like Pac-Man's name like it was a big mystery that anyone ever thought about.
Isn't that kind of what like the 90s Mario movie sort of did? Like they had a thing at the end that implied like the video game was based on the real events, and you're like sort of seeing the origins of why stuff is in the video game.
That's really funny. I think kinda.
Yeah, it was like these Japanese like guys in like suits listening to like one of the characters recall all the events of the movie at the end, I think.
I know they're also making a live action Mega Man movie. That's one of the ones I remember hearing about too.
Oh my god.
That's another one. That's another one I think like, wow, imagine if that was a really awesome, like stylized like action movie. Not gonna beat that.
In my head, I'm seeing like that's like a Rooster Teeth video from like 2009, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's
probably.
like like you have like a fully grown adult man in like a
On
Halloween
average,
costume. Oh my god!
What was that?
I think Seep's computer was saying something.
I was warned about that. I was... Oh.
I think it's gonna be a ghost mystery movie.
The Mega
Like,
Man
there's
one?
actual ghosts.
Oh, the Pac-Man
Oh no,
one.
I want Pac-Man.
Okay,
Yes,
okay.
Yeah, okay.
Pac-Man. No, there's gotta be ghosts and they gotta be real creepy. Ow.
What if like
It's my bad.
Pac-Man is like his name is like Peter Anthony Carlson. They just call him the Pac. Oh, the Pac's here. He's like a detective.
Just wears a yellow shirt.
Yeah.
All right. Can I be honest? You know what? One video game would be really good for this, like kind of setup.
What?
Gex.
Yeah.
I think if we're gonna make
Yes.
a movie about a shitty little cartoon guy coming to New York in the real world, Gex is the perfect character for it.
I mean, that's the sad thing, because the best stories are the ones that no one is actually gonna like watch. You know, you always have to consider profitability. and like we have to use a character that's recognizable that people like born after like 2005 would even recognize.
I think kids would love Gex. They would love to get him in his Burger King meal.
If they gave him a chance, I'm sure they would. But I
What
just
if-
think just studios just don't want to take that risk, and it's sad.
What if they like use Gex Jr. from like the unfinished like game?
No, hold on. Who's the biggest celebrity in the world? Like, can't fail a movie if they were in it. Celebrity.
Adam Sandler.
That's not even remotely true.
um,
Who's the guy who plays Spider-Man? He's British, right? He could be Gex.
Tom Holland.
Tom Holland could be
Yeah.
Gex. He could be. If you put Tom
my God.
Holland as Gex, everyone will go see it.
Do you think Tom Holland would be a good Mario? Would you be happier with that?
No.
Whoa, Mr. Toad. I'm in a crazy world.
Okay.
Why would he sound like that?
Toad. We have a thing going on.
Oh my gosh!
Oh Jesus! Oh Jesus, Mario!
Why are Rick and Morty Mario now?
Justin Roiland should play Mario and Toad.
Both of them?
Yes, he's got range. That guy's got voices.
I think Justin Roiland should play like a thwomp.
I'm Mario. I'm gonna jump. Just look at me jump. I'm gonna jump so hard. I just jumped on
That's-
your head. Does that hurt?
That
I
is
think
way
I
too
just
good.
Killed them.
That is actually like way too
Oh,
good.
shit.
No, it
That's the
does-
kind of impression that they would put in those like interview like videos, like where they have like, oh, voice actor like talks about some of like fans' impressions. That's one that would be in the video, and then Justin Roiland would talk about that. That's like way too.
I think Justin Roiland needs to play like a enemy character, and the gag is that he keeps announcing that he's that enemy character over and over again.
Oh yeah,
I'm Mr. Evil Guy. I'm Mr. Evil. I'm gonna be so evil, and you gotta get me.
that would be hilarious.
He's got to be like a thwomp or something. Like, oh, I'm gonna fall down on you. I'm a thwomp. I fall down. That's
Just
what I
wait.
do.
Let's just get close to me. I'll do it. Oh,
Oh,
jeez, I missed. Oh, now you're welcome.
Nice, like the evil enemy I am.
There you go. There it is.
That's a can't fail
Does he?
idea right there.
Has he played any character? Is all his characters like he's played like in bit roles like that now? I don't keep up with Justin Roiland that much.
I'm gonna shout real hard.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I mean,
be really loud, and I'm gonna talk forever over everyone.
I feel like Lemongrab was the last character he played where he didn't announce his joke over and over
yeah, well,
again.
because that's the thing. Because he kind of went from like he was kind of like a voice actor for a bit.
Mhm.
But like once the stuff once his ideas started getting big, like Rick and Morty getting popular, I think was the start of like him sort of like having his own brand as
Mhm.
like a person.
Right.
So like now whenever you have Justin Roiland on something, you want him to do like the Rick and Morty like funny thing. Like do your voice that you do on that. So yeah, I think that's the only I can't really think of. Well, he was in Smallfoot.
He was.
He was.
Who was
he
he
was
in
in Smallfoot.
Oh wait, no, I've watched that movie. Who the hell did he play in Smallfoot?
It was like a very small role, but it was like an actual like he wasn't like doing a Justin Roiland bit. Like it was him like playing like a character.
It was in James Corden's Smallfoot.
Yes, it was. James Corden should have played Mario. That's my dream casting.
No, he shouldn't have. There's,
Oh,
no-
he should have like tried to do an American accent. Too.
there's nothing you've been more wrong on than this.
he's a can't fail actor who's popular.
Is he?
No, actually, he got in trouble because he like yelled at food service workers.
That's the least surprising news I've heard about a celebrity ever.
Oh,
I love Mario.
Completely,
Oh, God.
to completely throw Justin Roiland under the bus. I watched a lot of his stuff, and like he does like most of the time he just does these two voices.
Yeah, he's got the Morty. He does like the Morty voice for 80% of the things he does. Let's be frank here. It's like the Morty
Yeah.
voice and like kind of the Rick voice.
now I will be fair to him. I will give him credit. He's probably the best at doing that. You know, like I don't know if I've heard like someone who can just scream like he can. He has a very
Richard Horvitz.
interesting way of screaming. Well, I mean, yeah, but no, it's like a specific. I mean, people can scream, but he has a very distinct. I don't know. Like you think of like Lemon Grab, and he
Okay.
could just like scream for several seconds, and it's not like raspy. It's sort of like, it's almost like he's singing, but in like a really sour note.
Really.
It's like his mom never got mad at him for screaming into the mic during a voice call. On Skype.
What? What are you talking about?
Did you get in trouble for screaming the mic in a voice call once, Rosa?
No, surprisingly not.
Thank you, Oscar Fishhooks. I like that chat message. Great remembering him being Oscar from Fishhooks.
Oh Jesus, I'm Oscar. Oh Jesus.
Yeah, we spent all this time talking about Justin Roiland's cameo in the movie when it's clearly gonna be Jeff Keighley in the movie.
And his face will be painted white, and he'll dance in the credits.
Great Muppets Haunted Mansion joke. We got off track pretty bad there. That was great. Good job.
I have a bag of sugar.
Yeah?
Sorry,
Yeah.
that's my like random Gur humor of the day.
Any final thoughts on the Mario movie before we move on to like what we watched or played this week?
Is that it?
I don't know. We're like an hour and 16, and we talked about it for a while.
I guess so. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah?
I know some other news.
What?
Breaking news in the Precure world. There has been another leak.
You know what it is?
Okay, so previously, early leaks were like people saw like deep fried images of like the toys because they say, "Oh, toys just trying to hide even harder," and then we got a logo, and now people found like listings for all the toys' names, all the names of the toys, and figure out, oh yeah, it's like 2Cures and another crossover movie.
Uh-oh. That happens all the time with these kind of franchises that have toys.
Yeah. Remember when they shot the guy who released a Donkey Kong toy from McDonald's?
They shot him?
What?
Yeah. They were remember when we got the leaks for like the Donkey Kong toy before we saw his design?
Oh, the Mario movie? So,
Yeah.
like, weren't there more like McDonald's leaks that happened for this?
Yeah, there was one with Donkey Kong, and then they got taken down, and they took out the guy
Like-
who leaked it.
They took him out?
Yes,
Yeah, they buried him.
there was leaks related to the Mario movie involving McDonald's, but it technically includes a spoiler. I don't know how much people care about Mario
Okay,
movie
yeah.
spoilers that come from McDonald's
Yeah.
toys that are coming out early.
People want us to talk about Sonic Prime because that was on Roblox today.
Okay, I put that as a thing because I thought that was happening, but that's a Sonic cartoon. Do you want to talk about Sonic cartoon real quick?
Yeah,
Before we move on to what we watched or played.
sure.
Um,
If you put an appropriate image on screen to
yeah,
accompany.
I'll find one. You guys, I don't really have much to say about Sonic Prime if I'm being honest, but you guys can go off.
The Sonic
Do you think
cartoon.
Shadow's gonna come out?
The closet?
Yeah.
Is what? Okay. I do think it's I do think it's
bit.
interesting. Yeah. I think it is interesting. Shadow is like I think a lot of the Sonic characters are kind of implicitly like just pansexual.
Okay.
Like because they do these like in character Q&A things. And for both Shadow and Eggman, I think because those are characters that don't have like canonical romantic lives within the games,
Mm-hmm.
there's no reason to imply that they have like preference over like specific genders. So they just sort of like they talk about their love life in like a gender neutral way. Like that they
Right.
could implying that they could date like, you know, a man or a woman or like someone else or like whatever.
We know that Eggman has a wife he really misses.
That's
That's
true.
right.
I miss my wife.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Shadow will come out and say, you know, like when he's ready. Um,
We see him coming out in like Hot Topic and like wearing like the most fashionable feminine outfits.
uh-huh. Yeah, I didn't actually go on Roblox and watch. They had like a preview for the new Sonic cartoon coming to Netflix like a week from now. It was on Roblox and you could watch it. I didn't do that. I didn't really feel like going
That
on.
I thought briefly about it. It'd be funny to do, but like I was having such a stressful morning this morning because of things. I didn't have time to open Roblox and turn it on for a minute.
Yeah, you've been a busy bee.
Yeah, I had a busy bee day.
I just went to a bookstore today.
That's fun.
That's it. I cleaned my room a little. Katie, do you know about this new Sonic cartoon? You said you have things to say about Sonic in cartoon form. does
Oh
that
no,
interest
I
you?
just I just thought I just meant I do like some of the cartoon things.
What's your
they
favorite
did, like
Sonic
the-
cartoon?
Oh boy, like the ones that Tyson has worked with on, I
Yes.
guess.
Those are all
I
I
great.
don't even know what they're called.
There's like one
is
Team
some really
Sonic
cool ones.
Racing, Overdrive. There's like the Sonic Colors one. Yeah, those are all cool. I think Sonic works great in cartoon form. Yeah, I don't know. They released like a preview thing on YouTube for the show, just like a quick clip. It looks pretty decent. Looks like a fun.
Oh, it was really great.
Yeah. It's interesting how the Sonic brand right now seems to be kind of, because there's a lot of different forms of Sonic media that you can enjoy. Like there's comics and there's video games, now there's the TV show and there's the movies. And it feels like they're kind of trying to bring everything together.
Right.
Because historically, like all of those would be separate. Like the games and the comics would have not really that much to do with each other. They would like stay in their own sort of stories. Same for a lot of the cartoons. But right now, like in the clip for Sonic Prime that was shown, they specifically show these like Fox Bully characters that were in a cutscene from Sonic Origins from like 6 months ago. Which I don't know, it was just like an interesting way to like tie world building of different media together. I don't know, just sort of neat to see because that doesn't always happen with Sonic. And they also like reference characters from the comics in the latest game. All that's neat. I don't know. I mean, we've talked about Sonic Prime a few times on this. It looks good. I think it's gonna be a pretty fun cartoon baby Netflix show.
That'll be split into 3 seasons that are actually just one pickup.
Yes. It'll release over the course of like a year.
I think that's such a known thing in like the animation world. Like we all know Netflix seasons are just like different parts of one season. I don't know if that's happening with this one. I haven't really looked too much into it. It was very obvious with Cuphead that it was one pickup. It was very obvious with Kid Cosmic. It was all just one pickup that they split up into like 3 different parts. You could very much tell because of like the episode count. That one, like season 1, quote unquote, was like 10 episodes, and then season 2, quote unquote, was like 5, and like season 3 was like 7.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know. Does anyone else have anything to say about this cartoon?
Looks cute. I like that Rouge
All
is in
right.
it. I like Rouge
We
the Bat.
talked about it.
I think she's cool.
She's neat.
I like Rouge the
She's
Bat.
everyone's idol.
That's a weird way to word it, but sure.
I don't know. The girls like her.
I do like her, yeah.
You know,
I'm girl and I like her.
probably a few like parents like her. I don't know.
I like the idea of a mom. She's like, that bat is funny. I like her. I don't know. It's like when
Like,
like
I picked up in one form or another.
picturing like moms like Rouge the Bat in the same way like when you play Mario Kart with your dad, he always picks Bowser or Donkey Kong.
Uh-huh.
All right. We all ready to talk about something we either watched or played or just read this week? Something you like enjoyed this week.
Yes.
You want to go first, Rosa?
No.
You want to go first, Seep?
Yeah, okay. Okay. Can I do a good cinnamon bun from Adventure Time? Princess, I've got something to talk about.
That's a pretty
Okay.
good deep Bradley Baker cinnamon bun voice.
Thank you. I watched every single episode of SpongeBob that Katie worked on. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Did you work on SpongeBob? Is that real?
I worked on 2 minutes.
That's
I
cool.
it was I did like cleanup on storyboards. It was like a freelance thing. Maybe I don't know why. I think usually they have artists in house, but maybe there was something going on, so they
mean-
needed freelance help.
Hey, getting to work on what is probably the the biggest cartoon ever made. That's cool of any form.
Yeah, you can just put that on your resume and just be pretty coy about it.
Yeah, I did.
Oh yeah,
You gotta
Yep,
do what you gotta do.
That's very smart.
I mean,
Um,
it still says like it's like 2 minutes. Like,
Yeah, you know.
it's not like I worked on 2 episodes.
Whoa.
Yeah,
We also
I put that I
did-
made Phineas and Ferb in my resume. I said I made that show. I hope no one fact checks it. Sorry, God, no, this is a stupid joke.
You did also animate like one of the storyboards, like of him praying, right? Did you do that?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's pretty good. That was pretty good. If
Thank
you haven't
you.
seen that, Ryan, like you find that and like
What?
that or
SpongeBob?
whatever.
SpongeBob prays to Jesus, to God. He smites his enemies or something like that. I don't know.
Oh, please,
It's based
Jesus,
on a-
smite my enemies. I know the one you're talking about now.
Yes. Anyway,
Like that.
in the past 2 weeks, I've watched I've watched 3 episodes of Crave the Creek.
Finally.
So, yeah,
Which one's
my mother is very proud.
Very cool,
Yeah.
Tommy. Yeah, no, which you watched the one I told you to watch, right? It was like the one where like they get locked out of the house in the snow. I think it's a really funny one.
That one was really funny. That was I watched that one and I was like, "Oh, this show is like funny. This is a funny show." Yeah. All the ones I watched were like Christmas wintertime cheer episodes. It's the Christmas season. I watched there was one where it was a snow day. Craig wants the snow day to happen so I can play in the creek. And then there was the one where they were on winter break, and Craig was playing Sonic Adventure 2.
That's right, yeah. It's a very extended joke on that show. It's like the Sonic stand-in character.
Yes. What about the sour candy one featured in that Nintendo video? I'm not familiar with that one. I that's off the top of my dome. But yeah, I guess I don't know. Aren't you excited, Ryan, that I watched it? 'Cause
Yeah,
you're
I
angry
like-
that I hadn't.
I like Craig of the Creek. I think it's a really good show that it kind of I've compared it. I think I didn't compare it. No, Tunerific Tyreek from YouTube.com compared it to Recess once. In the realm that like it's got this cool kind of thing to it that I think this is something animation is really good for. Where it's like it takes place in our grounded world, but like the heightened perspective of like the children it stars. Like kind of like you could use animation to like kind of blend the line between like what's happening and what's like not really happening. Like you like there's kind of this overwhelming. That's such a weird word to use. The kind of over like arcing thing in that show where like you're not fully certain if everything the kids are seeing is really happening or if it's just their imagination. But I kind of like that. Like I think animation is a good thing for that. It's like it's a good way to heighten children's imaginations perspective.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like I like how they work with that to like imply that like whether or not if that guy was murdered by like a bunch of seagulls.
Yeah.
You brought that up last time, and I was so confused because I I didn't have any context for that.
Now you do.
Sort of. I actually didn't watch that one, but
Why
That's
not?
I understand because it's Christmas time, and let's watch the Christmas episodes of
Where you want to warm up at the beach?
Um,
You
it is
say
warm in
summer,
Australia
he
right
hates
now.
summer. Sleep say summer. Sleep is trying to end summer vacation for the children.
What are you talking about? Yeah, it's a cute, funny show. And then right after I watched an episode of it, I opened my computer, and then it said that Craig of the Creek is ending. I was like,
Oh,
oh
that's
man.
right. We've been talking about yeah. It's weird. It's weird because that was kind of their big show now. Like, cause Gumball's over.
Yeah.
And Teen Titans Go. Is that even airing anymore? I'm not even sure.
Teen Titans Go?
Is that
Yeah.
It's been
is that still
airing
going?
for 10 years. I don't think it's going to die anytime soon.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's not a show I keep up with. I don't really watch live TV, and Teen Titans Goes, and I don't hate it. I'm not one of those weirdos who sits there at night and cries about it or whatever. I just don't really care about it. Yeah, I don't know if it was still going, but Craig was kind of the other one they were pushing a lot. They put like they were kind of making Craig a bit of a mascot character for CN at the time. His sister was getting a kind of a spin-off show.
Mhm.
If you look into leaks for the hit game Multiverses, it looked like Craig was probably one of the characters who's going to end up being in it, which is interesting. That despite that, it seems like the show's ending. It's weird. CN's done that before though, because Gumball was a really big thing for them, but like they were really weird about like letting that movie finale happen. We still don't know what's
Yeah.
happening. Yeah.
Didn't like the president of Cartoon Network say something recently about what they're gonna do
With the
moving
Gumball.
forward?
Oh
No, just in general.
Yeah, the new president of Cartoon Network said something along the lines of like, we're kind of trying to return to like our golden age type of thing. We're going to make stuff like kind of multiple ages, and you know, people always look at it as like, oh, they're going to reboot the show I liked when I was 12. But what's probably going to happen is we're going to see more original stuff, kind of in the vein of like, you know, like a lot of their golden stuff, right? Like, I think Cartoon Network, of like kind of the three main kids animation networks, was always the ones producing the most weird and interesting stuff. And I'm hoping what this signifies is they're gonna greenlit more weird and interesting and fun stuff. Like, CN's got Powerpuff and Dexter and Adventure Time, and they've made so many. I think they've made consistently a lot of the most interesting animated shows out of those networks, and I'm hoping this just signifies the goal is to create kind of more experimental stuff again, like stuff a bunch of variety, and I'm sure there'll be like a reboot in there because that's a thing they do. But I don't think this signifies like we're bringing Kids Next Door back and Billy and Mandy back and Chowder back and everything's coming
Right,
back. I don't think that's what it means.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. They're kind of in a weird spot right now. There's all that like Warner merger insanity.
Yeah.
So I would like to see, better stuff happening. Should be cool. But yeah, I mean, I guess I don't have much else to say about
That's fine. Let's put on to a
Craig of the
conversation.
Queek. But yeah, it's a nice cartoon. I guess I just wanted to make everyone feel. I wanted to assure everyone that I have watched it now, and I do like it, and I'll probably watch it again sometime. I don't know.
That's good.
Yeah.
Katie, do you have anything you watched or played in the past week or so that you want to talk about?
Oof. I think the biggest thing I watched recently was like the newest season of Fargo. I don't know if you've heard of that, but I don't even know if that's
Okay.
relevant on this podcast. It's mostly animation, right?
You can talk about whatever here. This is the segment's for whatever you want to talk about.
I don't know. Did you see the? Does anyone know this show?
What's it called?
Fargo.
Fargo?
Fargo.
Fargo. Like
F-A-R-Go. I've never. I haven't seen. Is it good?
it's amazing and honestly like underrated. And I'm very confused why they have 4 seasons now, because I don't see anyone ever talk about it, but it's so fucking good. It's like based on this old movie called Fargo, and it's different people who are making this, but they really got the style of the original directors down. What was it like? Some brothers or something. I forgot their. Wait a second. I'm gonna look this up. They're famous.
The
Um,
Coen brothers.
Yes, thank you. They really got their style down, and it's amazing. Every single season, they have like different characters. Um, like it's like always a crime story. That's like very pulp fictiony with many characters who like um have their own story going on, and then they cross, and weird shit happens, and they talk all weird sometimes and deliver stories and metaphors, and I don't even know where to start, but it's pretty good.
All right. It's great.
Is Columbo in it? That was a dumb question. Ignore me.
You are so stupid.
No,
Get out of here.
I heard Mystery Solid like like Columbo because it's all,
Was Scooby Doo from my favorite baby cartoon there? Blah, blah, blah.
No, I'm the stupid one.
Shocking. Cut that out.
He's choking.
it sounds great though. Yeah. Rosa, what about you? Do you have anything you watched or played this week?
I've been mostly listening to music recently, so
You can talk about that. That's fine. Any music you like recently?
I've been listening to a lot of like character singles from like Precure series. We've been watching.
Okay.
And I
It's
kind
fun.
of press about the amount, and I'm just like playing a little games. Like, okay, so this one is a Precure music, right? So which character is this? So just having fun, like making it into a little guessing game. So that was fun. But another big thing is I recently finished some of the books I bought back a while back.
You want to talk about your
Um,
books?
So of course the last one of the cons was the gender X gender.
Extender.
I finished that one recently. It was very fascinating to see how it ended, where it just comes to the author talking about how they got published, and then like they were able to connect with that old friend from like.
Do you want to explain what
Like,
Extender's about real quick? Actually, that'd probably be good to give
Oh yeah,
context.
yeah. Sorry. So to reiterate, X gender is about someone who discovered that they're non-binary, but they refer to themselves as like X gender in Japan. So
Mhm.
and they're just discovering their relation with sex, their relation with their own sexuality, their gender, how they feel about their position in like a relationship, and their feeling of like hearing about a really close friend of them that who they thought like wasn't interested in like starting a family or getting married to a man, and then it's just like kickstarted that journey as a result. And they finally got to see that concluded where like years later they talked to them again and asked them about the script, and then they just felt a lot better from that because like they kind of just understand like what was going on that time and what it really all meant. So but it was a wonderful read, and I
Okay.
do recommend it to anyone because I know Kelsey said that like they really enjoyed it too. So
It's good. That's
and
really interesting concept for a manga.
yeah, it's like mostly autobiographical. So
Mhm.
I'm excited for like to grab the second volume. Now, another thing I finished reading was Vampire Blood Drive.
Oh yeah, yeah. You've been messaging me about that one a lot.
Yeah. It was story art by Mira on Chao.
Might know
And
them from OKKO.
yes.
They did all the Red Action episodes pretty much. That's how I usually
So
define it.
to reiterate again,
Yeah, go on.
it's a story about how a woman goes to a blood drive and finds out like it's for vampires.
Yeah.
It's like they're getting blood to vampires, and she found out that she only had a blood type that one vampire could drink, and they hit it off from there to being like the most it's super indulgent. Like having just such a princely girlfriend and everything is just amazing. Also, like a lot of gay sex. I
Okay.
say a lot, bro. Yeah,
All right.
sex.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's super indulgent and all that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I respect that.
It's an
Well, not
18 plus manga comic book.
But no, I really had a good time. It was such a fun read. Just so indulgent. Just like, damn, I want to write something as indulgent as that.
All about following your dreams.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. Like, who knows?
All right.
You know what I watched this week?
You watched the VeggieTales retelling of Noah's Ark.
I wasn't gonna
Let's
talk
talk about
about.
that.
I don't want to talk about that.
What? There's a lot of fun songs.
I don't remember anything like the songs or anything. It's YouTube randomly recommended me it one day. I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll click on this, and I don't know. It's really weird. Like, it takes place in modern day, and all the characters like talk about like people they would know off screen a bit. Like in the intro, like they imply other people exist in this world, and then they all take the flooding of the earth very casually. Everyone's about to die like the year 2017 when this came out or whatever. It's very weird. Totally. I don't know. I don't know.
You have to listen to God. Listen to what He says and do it by His exact word.
That's what it's about. I don't-
Creators
Oh, go on.
I think the creators clarified that the VeggieTales characters are not going to heaven because they're vegetables.
I think they said something like that line.
That's a fun fact.
Oh.
We had a discussion about this, about how VeggieTales is such a godless show despite being so about God.
Oh, it's not godless. All those people that guy knew didn't die. They probably all made their own orange slice boats.
Hey. No, but they said in the
Ryan.
episode God is disappointed with everyone, so he's starting over.
That's true. I think that is just one of those things where just the Bible is just like horrific sometimes, and like there's only so much dressing up you can do.
Yeah, I don't think Noah's Ark's maybe good for a baby show.
I don't know. There's all these animals. Look at the elephants and the lions and the monkeys and the parrots.
Everyone
those
died.
animals.
Are you having a good zoo trip?
That's what you do. You have all the animals, and then little kids love animals that they can name at the zoo.
Go on, Rosa.
You know, if you think about it, the Bible has more murder, sex, violence, alcohol, drugs than any other story out there.
No, not as much as Family Guy.
Do you think? How much of the Bible is there? If you wrote it out into like Family Guy scripts, how many episodes of the Bible would there be?
What define the Bible and Family Guy scripts?
Well, I'm just thinking. I genuinely, I don't know how much like Genesis. Like how many minutes of animation would that be? Would that like be just like verbatim?
I don't know.
Like, from the pages.
How much of the Bible does the DreamWorks movie take up? I forgot what it was called. This is really embarrassing.
Prince of Egypt.
Prince of Egypt. That was so embarrassing. How did I forget the fucking
Well, I mean-
a landmark animated film?
That was like an adaptation of the story. I guess. I just don't know. I don't know how long the Bible is. Like genuinely, I don't know much about it really. I'm like, it's pretty shameful. That's, but like, I don't know. Like, I feel like I hear, as someone who's not like super like religious at all, like I feel like I hear about like 5 things that happen in the Bible. Like, is that it? Is there just like a lot of filler? You know, like
You're,
Like,
There's a
okay,
lot of
they-
each episodes.
there's beach episodes.
you're describing the Bible insanely right now. You've compared it
just
to
saying-
Family Guy episodes, and now saying
Well,
that's
we
filler
do
arc.
crazy stuff with the Bible. We have stories where vegetables like kill the whole world, and like it's the Bible, and we show it to children.
No,
and
that's
it's, like,
okay.
wholesome.
Hey, Steve, do you know about venial sin?
You talk about that so much. You're talking about how Amphibia was about that, right?
The King James
You
Bible
were.
has 78.3.
Because of what the friend was saying about.
So the King James Bible is not as long as The Simpsons, the show.
Okay.
A baby is about a child that comes to the frog village and teaching how to commit venial sin, so they commit the alternate sin, mortal sin.
I haven't even got to talk about what I watched or played this week. You've all forced me into this conversation.
We were
Oh,
literally
I'm sorry,
talking
I
about
wanna talk
the
about
Noah's
sin
Ark. You were literally talking about
I
you watched
didn't want
VeggieTales Noah's
to.
Ark.
You
But you-
forced me to talk about it.
So your favorite thing was the Bible?
Yeah. You read the whole Bible?
I
How long
didn't-
would that take? I genuinely
What?
don't know. Do people are you supposed to read the whole thing?
You know, I want to speak. I want to speak.
I read
Okay,
it.
I'm sorry.
What's your
Finish.
favorite thing?
Yeah. What's your favorite Bible story?
No, I'm not. I want to talk about.
Were you like Bugs Bunny roped you into that?
Yeah,
You actually
I just
considered-
fucking. I did a fucking Elmer Fudd moment. Jesus Christ.
1984.
Here's the thing. I'm actually. It's funny. I always come to this segment with like, I didn't really do anything this week, but I actually did watch a few things this week, and I'm like trying to pick which one to talk about because like, it's the last episode of the season, and I gotta.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
Here, I'll ramble off the things I've watched this week, and chat can like go like, oh, that one.
Okay.
Okay. I've watched most of the recent season of Mob Psycho. I watched the first few episodes of Death Note with my friends. I watched the Homestar Runner DVD Strong Bad Email commentaries. What else? I watched King Tweety starring Tweety Bird. I watched that.
I think I see a favorite for chat.
I think maybe I shouldn't talk about King Tweety actually yet.
I think you
Probably-
should. I think you
No,
owe
'cause-
it to our
No,
chat to
because
talk about King
we'll probably
Tweety.
do a Looney Deals on it. That's what I'm thinking. You'll get my thoughts on that later.
So we don't get to hear. We don't even get to like a sneak preview of what you thought of King Tweety on HBO Max.
It's actually pretty. Sure. Okay, hold on. I'll give you a preview of what I thought. If you know
Like
anything about,
Nintendo dropped in for the
Nintendo.
King Tweety discussion.
no, you'll get
He was
that.
tabbed out, and then he heard King Tweety and was like, "King Tweety."
No, okay, everyone, chat. You're gonna get a Looney Deals on it. I'll say that, and I'll give you a brief thought. I don't like Tweety Bird, but I thought it was pretty cute actually.
Wow, this is the thing that made you love Tweety Bird.
Eric Bauza, wonderful voice actor, delivers all Tweety Bird's lines like Arlo the puppet, and that made it funny to me.
That's a nuts thing to say.
He,
You like the Tweety Bird movie because it reminded you of video game YouTuber Arlo.
he goes, all of Tweety Bird's lines in the movie, and it's really funny to me. He's just all of them are like,
you're connecting with like the primal appeal of Tweety Bird right now. You finally understand it.
I don't know, it's funny. He's like, oh, my boy is so fast, I want to love him.
Oh, so you liked it. You give it a solid 8 out of 10, 8.5 out of 10, you'd say?
Maybe not that high, but no, it was cute. It's got a lot of fun visual cute gags in it. It's got a lot of fun voice acting. There's a lot of cute. It's very weird to describe because like very not related to like what you would expect from a Looney Tunes thing. It's kind of just its own boat where like Granny, Sylvester, and Tweety also exist in. And I've never been in the realm of Looney Tunes because I've watched a lot of them in the recent years because of our show we do. I'm not really a fan of Tweety Bird shorts in particular. I think they tend to be just kind of weak to me. I don't think the characters are that funny compared to some other Looney Tunes. I think part of that is I think the writing in Looney Tunes is really funny, and I think that's sometimes undervalued as part of those shorts. I think the writing is really good, and I think Sylvester and Tweety are more like simple visual gags, and that's fine. But they're just not my thing. But I enjoyed it. I guess you've all once again have Elmer Fudd me into talking about this. Good job. That would. I'll say. Oh, go on.
Oh, sorry, no.
I'll say real quick. Also, the two other things I mentioned. The Death Note's the most insane show ever. Every character in that show is crazy. It's really funny. I like it a lot. And then Mob Psycho is always good. I feel like that's one of those shows. Like I'm adding nothing to the choir by saying it's been good from what I've watched. I've really
Uh
enjoyed it. That's like nothing, adding nothing to the conversation.
huh. Yeah, that's I love Mob Psycho. I haven't watched the new one, but I'll probably watch it sometime.
It's really
I gotta
it's-
like watch every episode.
Oh, I
What?
just remembered something.
Yeah?
I finished JoJo Part 6.
Whoa!
we're running a bit. You wanted to do quick summary of your thoughts. Go.
Well, that was such an experience. It was very wonderful to finally experience Part 6, to see how it went, the story Jolene and her friends, and all the weird shit they get up to. I'm sad I didn't get to see the fucked up Mickey Mouse that was implied to be appeared in the manga, but oh well.
Mickey Mouse.
What?
Also, geez, what a backstory. And what a way to end that era of JoJo.
Yes.
I know JoJo from their circus.
Okay.
I make that joke every damn time. Okay.
You're not beating the baby cartoon watcher allegations.
No, never. All right. So to wrap up the show, we are going to take 2 patron question topics real quick.
We have a
Yeah.
Patreon?
We do. It was mentioned at the start of the show. For as low as $2 a month, I'm kind of sorting some things out behind the scenes, tier wise. But just for low as $2 a month, you can get access to shows such as Looney Duels, Drawing a Blank, and a certain pack related show coming up soon. And you can also submit patron questions, and it's really fun. Okay. I think 2 of these we got this week kind of already we talked about because they involve Sonic Frontiers and Mario movie. We talked about those, but here's a good one. For each of you, what are your favorite holiday specials from Super Mushroom Hill Act 1-1?
The one where Mario puts on the Santa costume and he surprises Ugatar on Christmas morning.
Yeah?
No, that's not actually.
A hard one for me, because typically I dislike holiday specials because they're such a slog to go through because they come out every
What?
year.
No, it's Christmas cheer.
I just think about a lot of like.
One
But yeah,
second.
no, pretty much everyone thinks I hate Christmas. So
Hold on. I gotta make sure everything's back live. My internet went out for like literally half a second.
We're off the air for about 5 seconds.
Okay.
Gordon,
Let me know when you can hear us again. I'll say that in chat.
Oh my
Earth,
god.
It was so weird. Rose was talking, and then it went so like, oh no, and then I saw like the internet sign was like out. And I'm like, oh geez, and then it came back. So we're fine now. We're fine. We're good.
Are we good, chat? Do you still think I hate Christmas?
All right, talk about your hate Christmas.
Cost money to buy presents.
That's why I always make mine by hand.
What
Yeah.
are there any like episodes of shows you like? You like any specials? Like
Yeah. Any
Okay.
special episodes of a particular
Okay,
show
so
you
for
might
it-
like?
I have an easier time thinking of the ones I dislike, but if I were to bring up ones I enjoy more vividly, I would say
Doesn't Precure do like a Santa episode every year?
you know what? Yeah, actually, yeah.
I'm surprised that I was waiting for you to say that.
Well, that's like pretty recent in my mind, but okay, I could just say I'll say in one of my lists the Precure Christmas episode because it kind of implies that Santa was just like actually just a robot that was with an alien from
A
outer
robot.
space,
Uh-huh.
and it takes place right before they started going into like Endgame.
Don't you like the Jimmy Neutron one?
Don't.
There's a glow by the fire as I sit and perspire. I'm cozy and snug. I drink from my mug, basking in the warmth of Christmas Day.
Katie, you see our Discord is like Christmas themed, right? You see that?
I don't see. Wait, your Discord?
Yeah, like just like this
It's
group
gray.
we're in. It's gray? No, like the start half the thing we're in. Like we have the Santa hats and the icon. Do you see that?
Wait a second.
It's...
Are you-
Don't ruin my bit that I'm about to do.
You gonna?
Oh no! Oh yes, I see the Christmas. It's
Okay.
got reindeer everywhere. It's like
Okay.
Peter Griffin with a Christmas hat. Yeah.
So that's not seasonal. That's just year round. Because for some reason Ryan just loves Christmas or something, and every now and then she'll make her whole profile like Christmas themed. We have like a server with friends, and she'll like it's like twice a month she'll force everyone to like have Christmas names and like Christmas icons, and she'll pretend it's Christmas time.
I don't remember what inspired it. I think we were playing like the Mario like snow level theme in call once, and then I decided it was Christmas, so I changed like icon and like name to be Christmas theme, and I added everyone like Merry Christmas, guys. And I do
Oh,
this.
you meant the icon art and the name. Now I see
Yes,
it.
yes, all
Yes.
that. It's been like that for like 3 years straight.
Wow.
She has never turned it off. That's not like a seasonal, like, oh, it's Christmas time. You came in while we were during our like Christmas decorations in the office. No, this is just what this place looks like. Our Discord is called the Christmas Special. That's what it's
funny.
called.
You're saying you hate Christmas?
I love Christmas. I love Christmas cheer. I love candy canes and gingerbread houses, and I love tinsel, and I love putting the ornament on the tree, and I love watching Christmas specials, and I love Elf, and I love love, and I love sharing and giving presents.
I think we can put down Seep.
See, did you answer the question at all? What Christmas specials do you, or holiday specials are the sorts do you like? Like wintertime fun episodes, I suppose.
Yeah. I have quite a few. I'm big on Christmas. Right after I said I don't know like how many words are in the Bible. I feel like the one Adventure Time like sort of Christmas episode, the one starring BMO.
Oh,
I feel like that's just like a really solid episode.
Yeah.
It's not really a Christmas episode. It kind of is. That's one of my favorite like just episodes of that show. I like, man, I don't know. There are just so many. I guess I don't really gravitate towards a particular one. I just sort of like, I don't know. I just like looking at. I always like. This goes for Halloween too. I love just looking up just random, just old like bargain bin Christmas things that have been made across the past like 40 years. I think that stuff is just really charming to me. Like Christmas specials made for little kids in the 90s, where it's like, Santa. I don't know. Like they stick to very like conventional iconography. It's pretty cute. I liked there's a Cuphead one recently that I liked.
uh,
That one was pretty fun. Yeah, I always like when shows sort of do a different like style for like a Christmas thing.
mhm.
I feel like SpongeBob is probably one of the best examples of that. Of just like having like a stop motion Christmas special style that looks really I don't know, just good. That one's pretty neat.
You know,
Um,
chat knows it. I know it. We all know it. I know what the best Christmas special of all time is.
oh, what is that?
Not the movie, not the whole thing. Mickey's Twice Upon a Christmas, segment 3, Goofy, Make Me Look Good, classic.
Oh my god.
Popcorn machine fills the whole house with popcorn. If you want a serious
Yeah, that one's
answer,
all right. I kind of prefer the segment where
if you want to,
I prefer the segment where Huey, Dewey, and Louie go to the North Pole. That one's so funny.
We're in the North Pole.
Didn't I do that last episode?
hey, can you do more Huey, Dewey, and Louie voices right now?
Oh, we've been really naughty. We've been so mean. We're never going on Santa's nice list.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
What? I was instructed to do that.
If you want to, I'll
I'm
go
gonna
on.
call someone Seep. Don't worry.
if you want a serious answer for me, I really like Muppets Christmas Carol's a boring answer, isn't it? Because everyone likes that one. That's like,
Yeah, that's Milktoast. Like, screw you if you like that.
That was a good one.
I mean, no, it's great. It's just like that's a boring answer. Like everyone likes Muppets Christmas Carol. I mean, that's a classic. I like Holly Jolly from Jimmy Neutron.
What? The Jimmy Neutron.
Yeah.
I have not watched that in years.
Well, that's a
I
rare
don't think I've
one
ever seen that.
because Hulu
Yeah.
didn't have it. That was kind of the main way I watched Jimmy Neutron when I got older. Was through that, but Hulu doesn't have it, and I think it's like weirdly segmented from other episodes. I mean the SpongeBob Christmas original one. That's always a fun one to watch around this time of year. I like the DuckTales old episode where Scrooge McDuck has like gay romance, sexual tension with Santa Claus.
Oh my god.
Uh-huh.
There's an
That's real.
episode of like the latest DuckTales series where Scrooge and Santa have like a history together, and like they're kind of like mad at Scrooge is like kind of resentful towards Santa, and it's framed in a very funny way to me where it feels like they're like broken up ex-lovers. It's always what it feels like. So it's become a joke to like in our friend group to like describe that episode as like Scrooge McDuck's like old man Santa gay ex-lovers episode.
Yeah. Okay.
I like the Bob's Burgers Bleak It episode. That's a good one.
Mm-hmm. I think my actual answer I've landed on is Rhapsody Street Kids. I
Yeah.
actually I watch that one every year.
Can I change mine to Boo Crew Christmas then?
Boo Crew?
Boo Crew Christmas?
Boo Crew Christmas?
Yeah, Boo Crew Christmas.
Boo Crew?
You do not know this. No, you know the Boo Crew.
Oh,
They got like 20 kids in the group.
CGI.
No,
What?
it's the 2D one, and it's got like 20 kids in the group, and they got the talking dog, and they go
Oh!
they go to meet
Oh my god!
the mall Santa, and then he
The
punches
Boo Crew.
the Boo Crew.
For a bit, I thought he was trying to get you to say the whole name.
It's got Eminem in it. It's one of the kids. They got the kid with the broken arm, and like it's the Boo Crew.
Is the Boo Crew on screen right now?
Yeah.
Okay, I see it now.
Remember they go to the mall center and he punches the kid so hard he falls out of his skin and he's a skeleton. I sound insane right now.
You do. You're losing it.
More insane when I reference Ozzy and Drake's Tuba Cat.
Did you watch that this year yet?
Boo Crew?
Yeah, I've
No.
I've never seen that.
No, I
I've never
haven't.
seen this particular special. Okay.
This looks amazing.
Someone in chat asked about it. I did watch the Christmas tree like last night. The one that with like Miss Mavilda, like all the kids in the orphanage.
The one where Santa was just looking at you.
Yeah, that's the one where Santa has like a hyper realistic face and he goes like ho 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 Merry Christmas, and he like zaps the children with a laser. It's that one.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
oh no, I need to. Everyone chat's claiming I made the Boo Crew up. Why would I lie about this?
That's yeah. I will defend you on that. That is real. That's way too many characters. That's too many.
Earlier in chat, they said that we talk about the VeggieTales Noah's Ark more than the non-binary character from Madagascar.
Okay, we're back. what were we talking about? Boo Crew?
We're back?
Yeah.
Hey everyone,
Okay.
we're back, and we're
Now, chat, you talk about the Boo Crews more than a non-binary character from Madagascar.
Hold on. What? Sorry, I was just typing.
Boo Crew.
Boo Crew.
We're talking about Christmas specials, then we started talking about Boo Crew
Yeah.
for some reason.
we went on a little. Maybe that was a blessing in disguise. I feel like our Boo Crew talk was sort of unraveling a little bit.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, you didn't get answered. Is there any Christmas specials or holiday specials of the sort you like?
Does the Rick and Morty episode count where they blow up like a big guy who looks like Santa Claus? Like he's giant in the sky. Does that count?
That count. I think that is listed as a Christmas special on like Hulu, so I think that counts.
Nice.
Okay.
All right, that's your answer.
That's it.
All right.
That's good.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Here's one
Christmas cheer.
final
What?
question before we wrap up tonight.
Oh wow.
Because we got cut off. This is a quick one. What do you want for Christmas this year?
Oh.
From Thingy Bob Inc.
How about a new Donkey Kong game from the Mario Odyssey team?
What a dangerous question to ask, B Kirby.
Communism.
Hell yeah.
I want a hula hoop.
Really?
Um,
Seriously?
I want a silhouette cutter.
A silhouette cutter?
Yeah, for cutting out sticker shapes.
Is that like a device? Is that like a device
Yeah,
you put in your
device,
drawer?
You know, for like making stickers and stuff, homemade.
Really?
Yeah.
What does it look like? Is it like a knife?
No, it's like a little machine. You know, you put the paper, the sticker
Oh,
it cuts out the shapes.
that's cool. I think I have a friend. I have a friend who works in like in like a sticker factory, and I think maybe that's the machine he uses.
Yeah.
I was wondering how they always do the silhouettes on the stickers.
Yeah, and that's also Kelsey has been like teaching me about stickers and dealing in
Wow.
stickers, illegal stickers trades, and inside sticker trading.
Uh-huh.
You know,
I think for Christmas I
Yeah.
want a Steam Deck.
you're gonna play games on it.
I'll play like 3 games every like 7 months. Because I don't have a good computer for like video games, so I think that'd be neat. I could finally play Sonic Forces again because the Nintendo employees stole my copy of Sonic.
You can't just say that without explaining it real quick.
My Switch, like, it stopped reading game cards. So I sent it in to get repaired. And I thought, like, they tell you specific things to package with it. I thought like maybe like it said to like just include like a few game cards just so they can like test them. Like so and they also tell you to like have a note that says every item you've included in your box to make sure they don't lose anything. And I did that, and when they sent it back, I lost my copy of Sonic Forces.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
We could get you like a new one.
yeah. That'd be goes on sale for like $2, like every 3 months. So
Yeah. Also,
Yeah.
I just got a DM from Kelsey.
Yeah.
They're getting angry at me for like letting everyone know that there is inside sticker trading.
are they gonna go to jail twice?
It's like you
We
great.
didn't talk about that.
Yeah,
Oh,
great.
Kelsey, are you?
Great Yuji Naka joke.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's about time we wrap it up. I don't want to keep our guest up any later because I know it's late over there for you.
Sorry about that.
I'm doing fine.
Oh,
I'm a big night owl.
okay, that's good to know at least. I haven't kept you up too late. Well, you know, this is the big final episode of the season. Does anyone have anything they want to say as we ponder off into the night?
Me? Like us
Yeah,
on the show?
yeah.
Well, we may be going on a podcast break, but look forward to some I don't know, some extra stream in between. I'd like to announce that in the future there will be a Precure tier list stream starring me, Gwen, and Connie.
Wow.
There's Christmas gift number 1 there.
Yeah.
What else? What
Well,
else has happened?
maybe expect some besides designing artwork for like bigger projects
Uh-huh.
Ooh.
and some
Okay.
illustrations.
Yeah, I mean, the podcast, this podcast, ready to start the podcast. We are going on a bit of a hiatus. We do this at the end of the year. We go away for a little bit. Just we deserve a break. So I guess you'll probably see this show again in like, I don't know, like 4 months or something. But until then, this channel will still be like a little active, right? We still have other things that we do on this here channel. So yeah, still keep an eye out for some of that. We'll have some stuff to hold you over, until the Dream Trio is back.
Yeah. Just know that you're gonna get one more episode.
I clicked the insert ad button. I hope nobody's watching an ad right now.
What?
I saw a button. I didn't know what it did. And I clicked on it. It's insert ad. I don't know if ads are happening right now.
Are we playing an ad right now?
Everyone chat, tell me there's an ad on screen right now.
Bro, you can't just push buttons in the last 2 minutes of the show.
It's what it did.
Yeah, everyone's
Someone
like,
said I have ad block.
everyone has an ad block.
Turn it off.
Okay, well, I guess somewhere, maybe check your memories. Like, in your memories, was there a random ad break? Like, maybe you retroactively put an ad into the show.
Grab the ad memory tokens.
What's
Yeah.
your Taco Bell ad? It has
Yeah.
Luigi in it.
I want to talk very frankly about something
Mhm.
for this channel that's going to be happening.
Mhm.
The Pac-Man podcast that I've been talking about for like the latter half of this year. That's still coming. We've actually recorded an episode of it, I want to say. So we're right now in the recording process of that. So that's probably gonna come out. I don't want to make any promises. You might see it this month. I don't know. You might see it next month. I don't know.
Finale. My internet went out for 1 second again. This is such a good great night for this to happen.
We had to end the podcast has to go on break, or it's literally gonna collapse.
That's
in front
happening
of
right
us.
I guess we could just give everyone kisses goodbye and say see you next year, or
Yeah.
in the Christmas episode.
Yeah. No, also come back though. We're doing a stream next week. We're having a Christmas special stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a regular podcast. It's just like a sort of like a fun. We'll like play games. We'll talk about the reason for the season or whatever. That's
And,
coming like probably next Friday. Yeah.
and maybe we'll get a glimpse of like what we're planning to
Yeah.
an update to the screen. You'll see.
Yes.
Maybe
All right.
this has been such a great year of show. We moved from Twitch to YouTube. We started some more shows. We went on tour. We didn't do that. That was a lie. I just want to see if anyone would believe
Not
it.
Okay.
We had so many fun guests and moments. It's been great.
Yeah.
Been great. Yeah.
Yeah. That's been good. I mean, I won't oversell it. No, I'm just kidding. This has been a great show.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll probably have more to say about that in our Christmas special where we have our like sappy ending speech or whatever.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks for watching, everybody, and thanks for anyone who's been a guest. Thank you for being on our show.
Thank you.
especially you. Yeah. Yeah, well, we'll do this. We have at least another year of this show planned. Probably more beyond that. I don't know. I'm glad
Unless-
people like what we do.
Unless they kill me off next season, they replace me with a new character.
Yeah, no promises one way or the other on that. But yeah.
Hold on, stretch it out for one more minute. One more special surprise.
Really.
Kelsey's a nerd.
She's like 3 minutes and then the show could end.
Are you trying to stop at 69 or something?
No, that's just a special surprise. It's gonna be worth
Special
it.
surprise. Okay. You did like a Nintendo Direct. We have one more thing left to announce.
Katie, thank you for being on tonight.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you
Thank
for
you.
having me.
Oh my god.
Who's
someone
this?
just joined.
Who's the special surprise?
Who? Huh?
It's
I'm
Lou.
I'm scared.
Lou.
Lou?
Hi.
Why is Lou in like a paper bag right now?
I'm on,
And, like,
I'm
we
on
just-
my phone. What do you want from me?
I'm just saying, like, it's like Ryan just like scooped you up in a bag and just like dropped you in here, and you don't know what's happening.
Well, that is kind of what's happening. Is that I just got told to come here, and I'm like out of town in a hotel.
I
What's
just
that?
wanted you to be able to say goodbye to the audience because this is your part of this too.
For what?
You
Oh,
do
for the season?
Yeah, you do
Oh.
2 shows on here.
Yeah, I do shows and things. Yeah. Well, sorry.
Were you just asleep?
It's so cold.
So cold. Ryan, you inhumane monster.
I just thought it'd be fun if Lou came in for a second.
You're shivering.
Do I have to say? Do I have to like say
I
something?
don't know.
Like
just-
give my thoughts and impressions on the
No,
last
it's too late
season
for
of
that.
podcasting?
No, just say goodbye to the audience. Say thanks for coming.
Thank you everybody for coming to Ready to Start Cast episode. I want to say like 35, maybe.
That's no.
Not even close. Well,
No.
Something like that.
before we truly end, I do have one more thing I am required to do. I had to read off thank our patrons real quick, and then we can leave finally. I'm not even gonna put the on-screen visual on because it breaks every time. I'll fix that next season. Thank you
I'll
to
fix that next season.
We're really professional.
thank
huh?
you to Chuck Dog, Gloomy, Lou69. That could be anyone. Rick
That's me.
Sermis, Fluffy, Donovan Windsor, Michael McCaw, HeroBot DX. Said it right this time, I hope. Nino Nile, Meme Dwin, Eternal Lin, William Doyle, Angular, Thingy Bob Inc., Banshee Neat, Sonic Bench, Funky Izzy, Kezzles, Peter Avalon, Dino Fuzz, Super Mushroom Hill Act 1-1, Magnum Mike, and Time Pavement.
Wow.
Woo! Alright, everyone. Well,
Thank you for supporting us.
Thank you.
Fiscally.
hover the stop
Yeah.
streaming button. Is there any final words you want to say before the ship blows up?
Goodbye
Someone
forever.
else,
Penis.
someone else just joined. Hello, it's me, Justin Roiland.
Whoa!
Oh my god!
Oh my
Justin
gosh.
Roiland?
You guys got Justin Roiland on the show?
Oh,
Whoa,
Justin,
I
I wish you would show up
Very
sooner.
Yes.
Oh wow! Oh geez! Oh wow!
I thought you were busy busting unions, Justin.
oh
Oh my
boy.
god.
You. Wow, what the fuck?
I can't believe Justin Roiland and Morty would say that.
That was like
Great.
crazy.
Freeing us from this mortal coil. Good night, everyone.
All right.
Bye.
Thank you for joining, Katie.
Bye.